Yo, hey everybody, we got a new patch. Let's go. This patch is massive. I haven't even looked into it. Honestly, the game just updated. I saw everyone freaking out on the Discord about the patch. So I was like, okay, I gotta just record. Let's just react to it live. Let's see what's up in this patch. So right off the hop, look at these quest completions. It shows you like how much you have completed right on that front screen. That is awesome. Another thing, really quickly, I want to show you guys. Check out the shop. It's gonna show you what kind of variant it is. That's awesome. Now we just need the name of the artist. I don't believe that's there yet. No, but it says Chibi variant. That's awesome. That's awesome. But let's check out these patch notes. Let's go. We've been due for a patch. General updates, emotes. A new set of emotes are available for use. Check them out while playing and match a match by tapping your avatar and let your opponent know how you feel. Okay, that's cool. We're gonna check that out. I'm gonna have gameplay later. I'm gonna put together a deck with some of these changed cards and we'll get into it, okay? The matchmaking system will allow for longer wait time for high ranked players to increase the likelihood of finding a more competitive opponent. That's actually pretty big, especially for those guys who are up there in the high ranks. Maybe you're not gonna get matched up against bots all the time. I hope I'm not matched up against bots all the time, so we'll see. Weekly mission requirements have been reduced to 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. I think that's really healthy. I think that's probably going to mean less rewards overall. If it doesn't, then this is a fantastic change. It's going to be way easier to complete, and you get them more frequently. It was a little feels bad from 10 to 20, 20 to 30, but I did like the overall rewards. I thought it was pretty good, so I think that's a win. I think that's a big win. Game result screen has been visually upgraded. We're gonna find out about that later when I lose a game. Card area the variant names are in the shop. That's awesome. And they doubled the max number of deck slots. Let's go. If you're from Hearthstone, you know it took Hearthstone forever to increase their deck slots, and Ben Brode was like, the technology was not there. Well, guess what? Ben Brode found the technology. It is here. Let's go. It's here in Marvel Snap. We got 20 deck slots. That I'm fired up about that. Optimization. Android devices. Game resolution has been increased on low settings. That's cool. Added a download all assets button. Cool stuff. Localization, we've added additional support for the Spanish language. Very cool. I think all the languages, or a lot of them, are set to come for the release on October 18th, so that's very nice. Art and visual effects. To make for a snappier experience when moving, ongoing effect updates are paused while moving multiple cards. Interesting. I didn't see that as an issue, but okay. Colossus visual effects have been disabled. Thank goodness. The glowing Colossus issue was an absolute issue. Updated card visual effects for a bunch of cards. I'm not going to go over that too much. We're just going to experience that when we play these cards, okay? More visual effects. I'm all for this. I'm big on the art. So when I see this stuff, I get excited. But talking about it, not too exciting. So we're going to just skip on by these new audio changes. And here we go. Balance updates. I haven't read all these, but I have seen that there's a lot. So first off, Arnim Zola, my boy Arnim, no longer adds copies of a card if his target was not destroyed. That makes sense. That was kind of a bug. I think they wanted to change that. Cool. I think that's fine. Baron Mordo, 2/3. On reveal, your opponent draws a card. Set its cost to 6. Nuts. Did he just become one of the best disruption cards in the game? That is insane. Baron Mordo was like one of the worst cards. He was one of the worst because it just didn't feel impactful enough. Now this could absolutely do nothing. If they draw a 6 cost, you just gave them a free card. If they draw a 5 cost, you did the same effect that he was before. But if they draw a 1 cost card, you just absolutely put an anchor in their hand. I don't know, that's pretty good. I'll let you guys read the development comments. They'll be on the screen and you can go check out the patch notes yourself. I'm just going to give my takes. Move right along. We got Jessica Jones, 4/4 on reveal. If you don't play a card here next turn, +4 power. Wow, you're kidding. That's wild. She definitely was not good beforehand. So that is awesome. I'm glancing at the developer comments. Similar to Rescue. Very similar to Rescue. Basically just the opposite. So Rescue, if you play a card there, you get +4. Jessica Jones now, if you don't. And the best part is it's on 4. So just putting something else on turn 5 somewhere else, that's easy to do. Yo, that's an amazing card. That's an easy 8 power on Jessica Jones. That's really good. I think you'll start seeing this card a lot more now. It's an easy tech, an easy throw into your decks if you don't know what to fill in that 4 slot. Awesome stuff. Lady Sif being nerfed. going to 3 instead of 2. Interesting. That's got to be because of Hella decks and discard decks just being overall way too strong. But a weird thing that I'm noticing, I think we have like 2 or 3 cards now that discard that are cost 3. I could be wrong, but I know like at least Swordmaster was recently changed down to that. And I swear there's another one. But there you go. Another 3 cost discard card, further weakening the discard deck. Mr. Negative. Okay, I was talking to some buddies and we were anticipating some Mr. Negative nerfs because it just was bound. But him losing 3 power is not enough. It's not enough. We had to do something to his effect. He is still going to run rampant, and maybe that's okay because it's a cool deck in Marvel Snap. It's very unique. But wow, that's something else. I mean, that's not small, you know. But I was wagering that he was going to go to 0 power, so he got by in my books. But there you go. The power of the deck is largely in the cards hit by Mr. Negative, so we don't foresee this being a massive hit to the deck's overall power. Exactly. That's okay. That's okay. I don't have Mr. Negative yet. I'll never know what a 4/4 Mr. Negative felt like. But I think this isn't going to hurt them too bad. I think you're still to see the deck around, so don't get too down on it. All right, Professor X. What are they doing to X? Ongoing lockdown. This location cards can't be added, removed, etc. That seems like the same. Oh, okay, so it is the same. It's just clarification. Who else was super worried for Professor X? That is the perfect card. Do not change this card. I love this card. Never change it. Never change it. All right, moving on. We got Spider-Man 4-2 going to a 4-3. Spider-Man is a bit weak right now, so we're giving him extra power to help him out. Appreciated. He is a bit weak. He is a bit underwhelming because he's Spider-Man. He should be amazing. His effect is good though, so maybe that is all he needs. A little bit of extra power. Probably still more. Probably would have liked to see him to 4-4, but I'll take it. 4-3. We'll experiment with that. Another big change to an iconic Marvel hero is Thor. So they're reducing Thor's cost. So he was 4/6, now he's a 3/4. Should give players more flexibility when they play him and also allow more time to draw Mjolnir. Great idea, that's very true. I think you can still, I mean, people are playing Jane Foster with it, but it does just give you extra opportunity to draw Jane Foster. So maybe that's what they were thinking. Just give more opportunity. I like that. I like that idea a lot. That makes sense. I think he should be like super powerful because he's Thor, but that's cool. I like that change. Okay, now we just have, oh my gosh, just an army of changes here. Okay, so Abomination went up a power. Arrow went up 2 power. Black Bolt went up a power. Let's just start there because these next ones are crazy. Oh, these next ones are mad. Okay, so A-Bomb getting an extra power, that's insane because there's Patriot decks. Now, he was probably one of the weaker ones of the bunch. He got cut often, so maybe this is justified. Arrow getting the +2 power, that's pretty nuts. I think she was already really good. And now her mana for power is like reasonable, like to just run her on her own. That's wild. That is really wild. And Black Bolt, still bad. I don't think that's enough. I think his effect is just too minimal. Doesn't do enough. But that's okay. Give him the extra power, see how he does. And then Blue Marvel, 6/4 to a 5/3. 6/4 to a 5/3. That's insane. What is going on? Blue Marvel, he's now a 5 cost. That means you can combo him with so much more. I like that a lot. That's pretty wild. You can play Onslaught on top of him to get everything +2. We might see a lot of Blue Marvel now. He might be prominent in the meta. And then on top you have with Spectrum. Wow, that's pretty cool. I like that change a lot. But this one is nuts. Devil Dinosaur, 4/0 to a 5/3. So many implications. 1, they're getting away from the negative deck. They don't want to see this dinosaur being run in every meta deck, so they're taking him out of negative decks. 2, he now costs 5. That's a costly dino. Jeez, I don't know if you're gonna see much of Dino because the 3 power, that's like a card and a half in your hand. Like, I don't know if that's gonna compensate for the extra cost at all. I think they murdered our dinosaur here, but we'll have to experiment with that. But that, I'm calling it right now. I think that is a slaughter. Dinosaur for dinner. All right, next. Gamora, 5/7, on reveal, if your opponent played a card here this turn, +5 power. Okay, what's the difference here? She already got 5, she became a 10, right? She was a 5, no, she became 11? Was she a 5/5 then got +5? No, she was a 5/6 who got +4, so now she's getting an extra bonus power, and she's by default an extra power. Awesome, that's awesome. That's a lot of bonus power for Gamora. I already liked Gamora a lot, so getting a 5/12, if you land, that's worth it. Bringing power to the Guardians of the Galaxy, I like that. Very, very, very cool chain. Claw, 5/4 ongoing, this location to the right has +6 power. So they're giving +1 power for Claw's ability. That's pretty nuts. You don't see him as much anymore. You saw him a lot early on in like pool 1 and 2, and he kind of like would catch people off guard. But that's cool. I'm down with it. Red Skull going up a power. I already found Red Skull very good, so this is just a straight buff in my opinion. It helps zero decks as well, so that's very cool as well. I'm flying through these, I know, but we'll play games. I'm going to play games with all these cards, so just stay tuned. We got Ronin, 5-0, ongoing +3 power for each card in your opponent's hand. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I like that a lot. Even though he's going up +1, +3 power for each card in your opponent's hand. If you can somehow lock down your opponent's hand, but like Baron Mordo and stuff, and put a bunch of stuff in there, maybe that's insane. I like it a lot. The 5 cost may be risky though, but I'm willing to try that. I like Ronin, he's a cool card. Then we got Spider Woman, 4-4, 5-7 instead. Up a cost +3 power. I'm actually gonna go ahead and say that's no, but maybe it is. I don't know. Just seems a little She was already okay, and now she's just kind of okay. Like there's other 5 drops here that we've looked at that I'd much rather run. More, the list goes on. There's more cards. Okay, Agatha going up a power, Hulk going up a power, Onslaught going up a power, Spectrum up a power. So all just very minor increases to the 6 costs. I'm down for it. Hulk getting another buff, giving him that 50% increase ratio. That's a pretty interesting buff. Big implications for Patriot decks actually. I see a lot of buffs here. Could be something. Onslaught, I don't think Onslaught deserved a buff, but whatever. I mean, his bonus is his effect, not his power output. But that doesn't hurt. That's actually kind of wild. That's kind of wild. It seems unnecessary. Agatha that makes sense. She's so random. Might as well buff her out. And then Spectrum as well doesn't feel necessary. Like these are all kinds of like their abilities are what carry them, not their power effects. So giving them power, helpful, but because they're turn 6s, you're really still playing for that power ability. And then we have Ultron, 6-8. On reveal, create 4/1 power drones at each other location. Doesn't tell me what's changed from it. I don't remember what he was, but I want to say he was a 6-4 or a 6-6. So that's a massive power increase, I think, to our boy Ultron. And if that's not the case, then I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that the ability is the exact same. So power increase for Ultron, cool. You don't see him enough, and he's an iconic character. An iconic villain. I like the idea of the drones and Patriot buff, so very cool, very cool. I love all of this. Here's their explanation for it. Okay, from what I read really quickly, they were underwhelmed with the 5 drops, so they gave them a bunch of buffs, want to give them more identity. I 100% agree with that. I think that's a great change. And then some of the 6 costs, just giving them a little bit more power to give them better payoff when you play them. So it's actually worth playing them, which I'm down for. The location updates, I don't know what they changed with the Tillin. I thought that was already what it did, but I guess it's after turn 3 and not the start of turn 3, which is cool. Honestly, I guess more time to plan for it. I find it such an annoying location anyways. It catches me off guard, I forget about it, and then my game plan is ruined and I have to figure out what I'm doing, so cool. And then Necrosha is the replacement for Clintar, which might mean that they have plans for Clintar in the future. Coming up soon. We will see. But I like that. Change it for thematic reasons. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I hope it has an animation. Bug fixes. Cards now less likely to be black, blank, or empty. Finally. That was so weird and just like ruined the look of the game. Like you have a beautiful game. Why would you let this bug last like 2-3 weeks? Waiting for this patch, I guess. Fix more issues with rocks being added, causing freezes, bug freezes, all kinds of probably annoying bugs that you guys have run into and shared with the team. So they're finally fixing it. General fixes. Fix an issue where auto push season rewards could soft lock the client. Ouch. TVA no longer prevents missions from being completed correctly. That's interesting. I would get that every now and then, so that's nice. Death's body is no longer missing her basic card art. Her body has returned. That's hilarious. All right, guys. That's it. That's the patch notes. Let me know what you're most excited for. I'm excited for it all. I think probably one of the biggest winners is Baron Mordo, maybe. Actually, I'm going to go with my biggest winner. My biggest winner of the patch is going to be Jessica Jones. I love what they did with that change. That's an awesome change. Bring this card back to life. In terms of the biggest loser, Devil Dinosaur. Man, losing the ability to be in a negative deck, going up to 5 mana, and the only benefit is you get +3 power, which is only like an extra card and a half in your hand. I just don't see it being enough. I think Devil Dino is off the menu. We're not going to see him for a while, but who knows? I could be completely wrong. We're going to find out as we play more Marvel Snap games. So I'm going to quickly put together a deck, and we're just going to rip a game and see how it goes. I'm just going to put as many of these new cards as I can to try them out and see how they feel. So I will see you soon. Let's get into it. All right, guys. Here's my deck. Makes no sense, but it's got all the cool stuff. It's got all the things that have changed. So we're just going to rip it, see what happens. Where'd my deck go? New patch. Let's go. Let's get into it. see what happens. I just want to see how these cards feel. See these new animations, all these cool things. Let's see it. I love it. I'm here for it. I got the King of Wings as my opponent. And I apologize that my UI, my space isn't looking as good as it normally does. I'm on borrowed time here, but I'm having a blast, so please forgive me. All right. First thing I noticed actually is if you look at my Nightcrawler, he's got the fancy little bubbles. I have not split this twice. Is that a possible thing? I don't recall getting those little bubbles. I don't know if they changed something like that. But also, if I click him, it doesn't tell me what kind of variant it is. Okay, we're playing. So I'm running Psylocke just so I can get this stuff out early because what they changed a lot of is the 5 and 6 drops. So I'm having a hard time. Whoa! Triskelion got a new portrait. Very nice. Very... Okay, well, big win. Let's see the new victory animation. Doesn't this look zoomed out, guys? I don't know about you, but I find the snap looks smaller and then my collect rewards look small. Like, I feel zoomed out. Victory. That kind of looks weird to me a little bit. It looks like a good idea, but things weren't properly placed. Like the boosters need to be placed down next to the next button, and maybe the card could be bigger. Okay. Okay, and then I love that the little update in the corner. That looks sick. That looks fresh. All right, let's keep going. Let's get an opponent who doesn't retreat after turn 1. What the heck? Ices me and leaves? He had a cool name too. I forget the name, but it was great. Ooh, we got Baron Mordo. Never have I been so excited to have Baron Mordo. Yo, they definitely zoomed out. This is interesting. All these streamers with their like little snippets of the energy and the enter, they're screwed. Ongoing effects are disabled. Sacre bleu. What do we do? Look how small the little snap button is. I want to click it. It looked cool. It's the same noise and everything. All right, let's give him a card. We're gonna do it on the Isle of Silence. Oh man, this dinosaur, man. All right, they got Angela. Now we won't know if that was nasty or not, but we can only hope. I don't know if they animated the Bifrost or if it already was animated, but there you go, it's animated. All right, Colossus is nasty here. Oh, but you know what I want to do? I want to Psylocke into Ronin or Devil Dino and then be able to Onslaught later. Of course I want to do that, guys. We have to. It's necessary. My hand is forced. How many cards has he got? I want him to keep those cards up. Keep those cards in the hand. Look at the Bifrost animation. This is definitely new. This is gorgeous. Oh, love it. I hope it's faster. Let's see if they fix that. Do I want a Dino or do I want a Ronin? Let's see how this Dino is. I gave him low marks in the... Wait. But Ronin is +3. Holy, that's crazy. So let's just see. He's going to play 1 card. So 4 by 3, that's 12. 12 power for a good old Ronin. Whereas this Dino is going to get 2, 4, 6, 8 on top of his 3. He's going to be 11. Ronin's actually looking better. But again, my opponent gets control. But we're playing Dino because I gave Dino the worst marks on the patch notes. So I owe him. I owe him a little something. We got to see how he does here. Well, he's looking big at Nidavellir, but that's going to change soon. I love that animation. And see how fast it was. Oh, I love it. All right. Do we want to Ronin? We could just Ronin. We could Ronin over here. I mean, let's be honest here. The intelligent play is to... wait, what happened to... Oh, shoot. My Dino. He got disabled. See how trash he is? The intelligent play would be to play a lot of little things at Nidavellir. But that's not fun. I should actually Ronin on the right. Let's see how buff Ronin gets here. Bishop. He's gonna go up to 9. That's pretty nice. But But of course my opponent is going to play a bunch of cards. Claw on the left, to buff the right, +6. No chance that's good enough. Can't play Claw down the middle. That won't help the right. I can't Onslaught on his own on the left. There's no point in doing that, guys. So we're just gonna play a bunch of cards. We already snapped. Let's see. Let's just see it play out. We're just having fun here. All right, Devil Dino. Bad, but especially bad when he's disabled. I think that was quite clear. We are gonna win Nidavellir. And they're gonna play another card, Wasp, which is not gonna do it because Ronin holds out with just 2 cards getting +6 power. That's another rub-a-dub-dub. There you go. There you go. I mixed in 2. Here's that weird victory screen again. Yeah, they gotta fix that. That's not quite off. But hey, I'm fired up. I think everything in this patch was fantastic. I love to see big patches like this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I really appreciate it. I'm having a blast with Marvel Snap. I hope you are too. And I'll catch you guys next time.